Epistemic Coloration, or it could be Batesian Mimicry, and the third one is Mullerian Mimicry. Okay, so let's see how these are different from each other by looking at a picture. Okay, so these are examples of defensive coloration in animals. Okay, so if you look at the B, okay, the letter B, this is an example of epistemic coloration. Okay, what they do is, for the most of the poisonous animals, they actually have these kind of like red or orange coloration. Okay, so poisonous animals actually have like these kind of bright red, orange coloration of poisonous animals. Okay, so this is a warning that against the predators that what they're about to eat is very poisonous. Okay, so that they can actually defend themselves. Okay, number 2 is called Batesian Mimicry. Okay, so this is a copycat coloration. Okay, so a harmless species mimics a harmful one. Okay, so if this is very harmful, right, and this is not harmful as much as this, okay, so if this is harmless, okay, and when they're exposed to some dangerous species, then green parrot snake will actually have the same like color or go through the same coloration as the hawkmoth larva. Okay, so that they can actually look like they're dangerous. Okay, so there's a copycat coloration where one harmless animal mimics the coloration of another that is poisonous. Okay, number 3 is Mullerian mimicry. Okay, so 2 unpalatable species mimic with each other. Okay, so unpalatable. So that means like these kind of poisonous species actually like mimic each other. So in a group, they might look more dangerous. Okay, so 2 or more poisonous species resemble each other and gain an advantage from their combined numbers. Okay, so when they're in groups, okay, mimicking each other, then actually the predator will recognize these as a group very dangerous. Okay, so they can actually, these can actually defend themselves against the predators. Okay. All right, so far we covered up to predation. Okay, the next 3 interactions within community is parasitism, mutualism, and commensalism. Okay, so these are on page 286. In order to understand these relationships, actually you should know several terms. Okay, so under feeding, animals have evolved a variety of ways to feed, right? So herbivores feed on plants, right? Carnivores eat other animals, and detrivores are animals that feed on plants and animals that have died and decompose into organic matter called detritus. Okay, so first you should know the classification of these animals depending on what they feed on. Okay, then if you understand that, then we can explain about the relationship. Okay, so number 1 in this book is mutualism. Mutualism is a symbiotic relationship. So they live together, benefiting each other. Okay, so that's mutualism. So that's plus. Okay, so it's positive to each other. Right, so one example is bacteria within our intestine. Okay, so remember when we're talking about the digestive system, in the large intestine, actually you have a bacteria living in the intestine producing vitamins that's needed for us. Okay, so it's called mutualism. Okay, in human intestine and bacteria. Okay, human intestine actually provides bacteria a place to live. Okay, bacteria actually produces vitamins for humans. Okay, so it's doing good to each other. So that's called mutualism. Number 2 is commensalism. Okay, so it's a symbiotic relationship in which one